I'm so proud to have been a teammate of Stan's. I was just a baby coming into the big leagues in 1960 as a 19-year-old, and Stan was nearing 40. And then we played together 4 years. He played till he was 42 or 3, till 1963. Stan Musial was an idol of mine and many others, because we didn't have big league baseball. Kansas City didn't get a team until around 56, 57, when they moved from Philadelphia. So that, I'm sure, just a bunch of coincidence. They had their share of polls headed by Stan. I believe Whitey Kurowski was there at that time, and Rip Rapolsky, and we had our own little Polish army when I played it with Musial and Karl Sawacki and myself. My parents had to speak Polish because that was their communication with their parents. And then, of course, you'd hear them speaking, and you'd pick up words and phrases. And at the grade school I went to, they were kind of pushing Polish on us, because the old Monsignor Grudzinski was going to make sure. And we did. We had a Polish class. We had Polish reading. And I can remember my very first Little League coach, Frank Larukiewicz. So there we were, same thing then. We'd be at that park all day. There was nobody ever late for practice. If a 5 o'clock practice, we were there at noon because we were playing all day. And that happened right in our community. See, my Little League teammates were the Sadorczyks and the Kaminskis and the Kuzmiches. We were our own little Polish army and didn't even know it. I feel real honored to fit here. And again, it wasn't numbers, how many games you won or how many complete games. Each story seemed to build up to me a little bit of a work ethic. And I think that's something to be proud of. I think the Polish people have always had a good reputation. I'm not sure we didn't invent that word somewhere, because as you grew up, you heard these stories about so-and-so and so-and-so, and then I saw that in certain athletes. Not just the Polish athletes, but certain ones, regardless of their numbers. I mean, it's an honor to somebody to say, well, you know, maybe he wasn't the best, but he gave it his best, or he worked at it. I remember my aunt, my Chochi Joe, bringing me a smoked Polish sausage, bringing a smoked kielbasa to the ballpark. And sure enough, we put it in his package and took it down to the bullpen, and sure enough, somebody there rigged up a pot, and next thing you know, we were boiling this sausage, of which was the first time for most of the guys in the bullpen.